There is a chicken named Stan. There is a chicken named Randy. Randy Macho Man. Oh, yeah, Macho King. Randy Savage. Live streaming. Let's see if we can get some party people in the place to be in here. Party people in the place to be. Let's see. Robert. Kiwi, what is up? How are you? Let's see. 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock Eastern time for me, Kiwi, is what time for you right now? Toy Hunter, hello. How are you? Welcome, everyone, to the live stream. Happy hour live stream. I'm doing great, Kiwi. Quitting time Friday. I'm not traveling right now. I'm home. I have a Mountain Dew Ice that tastes like cherry slushy. I'm good. So what's going on? It's afternoon, hopefully. 10 a.m. Saturday morning. Oh, that's good then. It's the weekend for you, my friend. Patrick, hello. How are you? I don't have really anything specific to talk about. I just wanted to spend a little bit of time with the party people and the place to be. You know, because work's over. Got done today. It's been a busy week. Lots of work. Another busy week next week, but got done on time. So it's good news. And it's been a pretty eventful time. Zambo man, everything's well. Yes, super hyped for Endgame. It's hard not to be at this stage with everything that's been going on with Endgame. Certainly, it's exciting times. And if you're a Game of Thrones fan, or if you were a Walking Dead fan, Walking Dead just ended. You have Shazam. Hey, Chad, how are you? Game of Thrones, Endgame, all in a month. I mean, it's a pretty strong month here in the Nerdvana section of culture. So it's pretty good. And all the various trailers and stuff are getting hyped. It is Shazam opening weekend, right? Is that correct? At least in the U.S. Yeah, that's this opening week. Have I seen Shazam yet? Any of you kind people? Kiwi, have you seen it? I know Damien saw it. He said it was good. I think pretty much everybody that I've seen has said it was pretty good, funny, a good flick. So I may go see that this weekend. But it's WrestleMania weekend. So, cool. Yeah, I may go see it tonight if Victoria would like to see it. So I got a pretty busy weekend. It's WrestleMania weekend. I don't like it. They reversed NXT and Hall of Fame. So NXT is tonight. Hall of Fame's tomorrow. The Ring of Honor card is also tomorrow. But I hadn't paid attention to that. None of us had. So Drew, my buddy Drew, who you've seen, is coming for WrestleMania tomorrow. And then David's going to hang out with us for tomorrow. We're going to go see Dewdog, get some barbecue pork tomorrow. But now that NXT is tonight, and we were going to watch that tomorrow night, I don't know what to do. It kind of messes up the plans. So either I watch NXT by myself tonight, because I don't think Victoria is terribly interested in that, or later, watch with Drew and go see Shazam tonight or whatever else. But we're going to tomorrow. I think we're trying to find Ebony Maw. David needs an Ebony Maw. I'm not sure what else we're on the hunt for tomorrow. There may be challenges during WrestleMania. Yeah, Zambo man. I just started filming an episode 26, actually. So there is certainly a chance there will be. In fact, there's a strong likelihood there'll be some challenge of WrestleMania. Collector man, how are you? Not be like Royal Rumble. That specific game is for Royal Rumble. But I'm sure we'll have some silliness and some nonsense during WrestleMania. And then Monday I'm here and Tuesday back to Boston. Roman, how are you? Yeah, rub it. Yeah, touch it. That's right. How's everybody been enjoying your week? Weather's kind of started to chill out a little bit in the U.S. at least. I think most of us are getting into some form of spring weather, which is nice. It's very nice here, actually. Hey, what's up, Cream City? It is a little rainy, but the weather has warmed up. I was in Boston, or kind of north of Boston, up in New Hampshire area. It was kind of cold. It would change a lot. It wasn't great. No Undertaker this WrestleMania. Yeah, I guess that's right, Toy Hunter. I've again, like Raw and SmackDown haven't been great for me. WWE has not done a wonderful job of keeping my interest. And I honestly don't think I can tell you the whole card. But it's WrestleMania. And we always have fun with WrestleMania. Last year we went to WrestleMania, New Orleans. I think we'll consider it in Tampa next year. I hope Atlanta is going to get a WrestleMania soon with the new stadium and everything else. And we'll definitely go to that. We spent a lot of money, and we did like the full, what did we do, Thursday through, we left Monday. We didn't go to Raw or SmackDown, but we did NXT in the Hall of Fame and fan access. Fan access is a lot of fun, actually. No, I mean, we'll have we were just talking about that, Cream City. We'll have challenges of some type. I mean, something, I'm sure, but it's not the game. The game is exclusive to Royal Rumble because of the nature of the way that event is, where people are coming out every 3 minutes. It just lends itself to that game. But I'm sure we'll have some silliness in this episode. Just want to say, enjoy the content. Well, Zampa, man, I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that you join and take a part. I'm glad it's helpful. What figure am I most excited for this year? 1/12 and 1/6. Good question. Let me look at my pre-order list, Roman, so that I don't forget something. I tell you what, I'm very excited for the Nebula hot toy they just put up for pre-order today, but that won't be till next year. So that one doesn't count. 2019. Let's see. Well, I'm really excited for the Iron Man Mark 50 hot toy that is coming soon, because it just got released in Hong Kong, so probably a month or so. Very excited for that. Polly, the cannolis were excellent. I actually surprisingly like the regular one with the chocolate chips and the cream more than the chocolate dipped one. I don't know why. Normally I'd like chocolate dipped one, but it was good. Kiwi, thank you, sir. Yeah, it does help me out, others to see. Let's see, Roman. The other, right now we're just talking about 6 scale stuff I've got on pre-order. I've got a lot. Killmonger I'm excited for. I'm excited for that. I'm actually excited for the Arkham Death. I think that looks very good. Let's see. I'd say the Mark 50. I mean, I've been excited about it since that came out. Brian, hello. Cream City, I pre-ordered all of the SH Figure Arts in-game figures. Let me see. I pre-ordered. Let me find it. Where did I order that from? Anime Export. Armored Thanos, the Mark 85, the Mark 50 of the weapons, Ronin, Black Widow, Ant-Man, Captain America, and I also pre-ordered the Iron Man Mark III re-release. Oh, that's great, Kiwi. That's great. So you did get that that Thanos. That's great, because those figures have become impossible to find. Yeah, the Mark 85. I'm trying to keep my eyes out. There's a bunch of people looking for them that missed a boat. HGreen1313, hello. I am drinking Mountain Dew Ice Cherry. It tastes like a cherry slushy. It's delicious, Toy Hunter. It's delicious. Yeah, Patrick, if you watch, I put up on, and I'm afraid. Hey, Rabbit, what's up, dude? I'm afraid that we've seen all the stock come and go unless Bluefin decides to make a U.S. distribution of some of these, and it doesn't look like they're going to. So I fear that it's gonna be bad. OG Geek, what's up, man? Yeah, Cream, I pre-ordered all of them. Now let me go back. So for 1/12 stuff I have coming in, I have the Onyx Batman Mezco over there. I haven't opened that yet, but I think that looks really good. 1/12 stuff. Oh, Mezco Mafex. I'm actually excited for the Mafex Evil Gwenpool. That should come this year. Of all these, Mezco Hella, that's a 1/12 I'm excited for. Mezco Hella. I hope that's this year. I like the Cable Mezcos and the Cyclops Mezcos. I have no idea if they'll come this year. They could come 7 years from now. Storm Baraka. That's a figure I'm very excited for. That's a lot. The Yoda, the SH Figure Arts Yoda, and Zamasu. I'm really excited for that one. I have a lot on pre-order. I have a lot. Carnage Joiner, what's up? Hobbyman Productions, what's up? Picked up my first Hot Toys. Which one was it? What was the new Hot Toy pickup? Yeah, most of my stuff now just becomes pre-orders and waiting for it to show up anymore. Because it's so hard to find so much of this stuff now, or to make sure you get it. Pre-order that Thanos Hot Toy, Kiwi. That thing it's beautiful. That Armored Thanos Hot Toy is beautiful. And then the Mark 85 is awesome. And Kiwi, did you see the Nebula? They just showed the Nebula, so probably would have been overnight for you because it was late last night. She showed up, and then it got put up for sale by Sideshow and Big Bad Toy Store just like an hour ago. What's for sale? What? I don't have anything for sale. Oh, Tropic Thunder, that's you. That's fabulous. Yeah, you're welcome. Glad that you got them. You had great pictures. Hopefully everybody sees we're serious about that contest because you got, what, $100 worth of stuff. And we have more to give away, but that contest caused drama. And why? Why is there so much drama? I'm just trying to give away free stuff. There's drama. Only Hot Toys and Mezco. Brian, yeah. I would say pick your favorite character, Brian. I don't know who your favorite character is. But that's the one to start with a Hot Toy. I actually just got that Ric Flair. I'll show it to you. CB Hunts. Let me see. Don't look at my honey. Don't look at it. Oh, don't look at it. Don't look at my Johnson now. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. So I got, these are presents. Since it's WrestleMania weekend, people win presents. So I got Victoria, this 5-star Daenerys, more because it's almost Game of Thrones premiere, and Jon Snow. Hopefully she's not watching this. She should be on her way here. I got her those. This is David's, the Onyx Batman. I got 2. We try to look out for each other on the Mezco exclusives because they're really hard to find. And then this is for Drew's WrestleMania present. This just came into the GameStop today. The Retro Fest Ric Flair with the robe. I thought that was a fitting WrestleMania present. So that's what I got. Those are the gifts that are waiting for people. Don't look at my booty. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Don't. Nope. Shaking it. No. Don't look at my action now. Don't look at my action. Don't look at it. Woo! Yeah, zero trauma. Here for the toys and the good yarns. Yarn? My sister Kimberly can use yarn. Yeah, I tried to miss all the drama. Thor in the MCU. Well, Brian, the Thor hot toy from Infinity War was awesome. I love that figure so much. The hot toy. I would imagine they'll make an in-game one because I have the feeling Thor will have a pretty climactic moment. So, that may be a good one to start. And they'll have a payment plan. Like on the Thanos and Iron Man right now, I think they have 7 payment plans. 7 payment plans. Oh, Tank half-price dubs. That's because it's happy hour. Half-price dubs. Little shakes and nips are for sale. Obi-Wan got pushed back a month. Cream City, I don't know. It's out in Hong Kong. So they have it. I wonder if maybe just it arrived a little bit later. I don't know. I didn't pre-order that one. Carnage with $3. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. You don't have to do that. Thank you, Carnage, with the $3. You should go, everybody check out Carnage's channel or go check out his, he does live streams. I've joined his live streams on the airplane sometimes. It's a good time. Lots of woos. Yep, Space Mountain. Yeah, that Flair figure is pretty good. Drew's a big Ric Flair fan, and I don't see him in ruin that present either. I got a bunch of Ric Flair. I do have that 4 Horsemen pack. I have, I don't know. Maybe I don't have that many, 3 or 4. Yarn is Kiwi slang for chatter combo. I've learned. I will probably watch the Hall of Fame, at least part of it tomorrow night. Yeah, I wish it was tonight and NXT tomorrow because that's when all my company is going to be here. But I'll probably watch part of it, at least DX. Yeah, Roman. So what I did actually, so it's Mark III and Mark I are the 2 Hall of Armor sets. That's the U.S. release of them. I saw they put that Mark III back up for standalone order, and it was like $45, I think, from Anime Export. And then it was eBay bucks this when April came. So I had like $60 in eBay bucks. So you can buy the Hall of Armor standalone because in Japan they're not sold together. So I bucks to buy a Hall of Armor for like $5 off eBay coming from Japan, and then I pre-ordered the Mark III. That was $45. So for $50, I'm going to get the Mark III set way cheaper than what it's going to be when it comes to US. So that just means the Mark I is the only one I need. But yeah, I want them to release them all because I really like that set. Cream, I will go no later than 7 p.m. Eastern, at least for another hour. But by 7-ish, I'll probably stop. Because I know other people stream on Friday nights. I don't want to interrupt them. Plus, Victoria will be here. What are my thoughts on China only getting in because of DX? I mean, China deserves to be in the Hall of Fame by herself, in my opinion. And I don't think in the Wrestling Hall of Fame, I'm not sure that being in adult films is something that should disqualify you from. It's the Wrestling Hall of Fame. I mean, we're not talking about some type of upstanding moral code genre thing. So I wish China would go in by herself, but I'm glad she's getting in somehow or another. I mean, there's obviously all the drama with Steph and Triple H that lead into that as well. Change Obi-Wan's. Yeah, I mean, Kiwi, you know me, man. I'm not big on like getting mad about something or anything until I have it in my hands or I see it from my. And I know a lot of that can be the way people take pictures. I didn't order that anyway, so I mean, it doesn't impact me, but it does certainly look different in the pictures. But a lot of people complained about the Black Panther hot toy, and that hot toy is wonderful. I don't know what people were complaining about. So our community just likes to complain and just blah, blah, blah. I try not to get in on that, my friend. Pre-order date says April to June. Oh, for the Obi-Wan. I got you. We don't need no WrestleMania. Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is wonderful. She's a lot of fun to watch. Krispy Kreme. Ooh. Krispy Kreme and Kiwi, do you have it over there? Krispy Kreme is lovely. Pedro Gonzalez, hello. Saw Ric Flair live with his wrestling Shawn Michaels. Yeah, I've seen Ric Flair several times over the years, especially being in the South, being Georgia, WCW, NWA country. OG Geek just subscribed to Carnage. Thanks, man. Obi ended up skin too soft. Yeah, okay, lots of that. I saw the Jets upgraded uniforms, but Tropic Thunder, I just saw that happened. I didn't really pay attention to it. I don't know. Own uniforms were not bad, but still, yeah. I mean, they needed an upgrade. I know some people say it looks like a high school uniform, but I haven't actually said. I guess it was December when they moved it. Rabid. Why takeovers tonight, not tomorrow? What WWE officially said is a lot of people travel in for WrestleMania, and traditionally, for many more years than NXT's even been around, you'd go to the Hall of Fame, then you go to WrestleMania the next night. When they were NXT on Saturday, and WrestleMania on Friday, it made it where people couldn't come in and do like the full weekend, Saturday, Sunday. They had to be an extra day off of work or whatever. That's why they changed it. A lot of people are speculating that they were scared of the Ring of Honor show that's running Madison Square Garden at the same time in New York. And that show looks like it's going to be really good. And at the time they moved it back in December, AEW wasn't a thing yet. So they probably also still thought like the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, some of those guys would be at that Ring of Honor New Japan show. So a lot of people think they're ducking that so they didn't have to compete against it. But, you know, WWE is a monster. I don't know that they duck anybody. But I don't know. Officially, they said it was because they wanted the weekend to work better. We'll find out next year if they're not running against a New Japan show to see if they switch it back. No Foxy for okay. He's working. Yeah. Cody's got to work a lot. That stinks. That retail life. I don't miss those days. She was so nice when I got to meet her. I don't know what I was talking about. Who's her? About to post my new score on Instagram. Nice. CB Hunts, I only have one masterpiece. I have the first Optimus movie masterpiece, like Michael Bay movie. I am so tempted to get that Megatron Beast Wars. Whew. It looks so good. The Dinobot looked good. The Cheetah looked good. The Optimus Primal, but boy, that Megatron looks good. It makes me want to get all the Beast Wars masterpiece, but I do not want to pay the price that Megatron is right now. I would love to get like a masterpiece Optimus. They're just really expensive and don't necessarily fit with anything I collect, but I could go for that Megatron. Those pretzels are delicious. Tank. Everybody watch your daily dub on pretzels today? What did y'all think about that? Sometimes I just want to kind of talk about whatever. It doesn't have to be figures. You know, we're all regular people. Talk about regular things. We had one store open late last year. It's delicious. Krispy Kreme is delicious. It's just like the nectar of all creation melting in your mouth at once. It's delicious. Owen Hart does need to be in the Hall of Fame. I think I've seen that like his wife doesn't want that to happen. Because like wrestlers appeal to his wife that they should let it happen. But I don't know that for sure. Auntie Anne's for lunch in Hawaii and the mini dogs. Those are great, Roman. Peepo, hello. Oh, yeah, Jim Ross did sign with AEW. That's cool. Jericho's banned. Jericho's banned from what? I don't know what from. China? Wood? There's lots of words. I don't know what it is. Yeah, the Megatron does look sick. Mattel can place awesome detailed decos on Hot Wheel Riders, so why can't they do it? That's a good question. Happy Friday, Jose. It is a happy Friday because it is now Friday, at least for me, Friday afternoon. I used to have the Beast Wars from the 90s. MP44. Is that the new that's the new Optimus Prime with the trailer? CB Hunts? Is that the new MP44? Let me look. If it is, it looks awesome. But yeah, it's very expensive. Well, that brought up my gun. It's not what I want to do. MP4, yeah, that new Optimus. It looks wonderful. It is too expensive. It is too expensive. Put that there. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I can see that. I mean, Jericho works for a competition now exclusively. It's his wife. Sal, happy birthday. Bill Cream's a good buddy. Do I ever lose subscribers when I release different content? I don't know. I think I've made this pretty clear. Like I don't do any of this for the subs. Certainly not for money. I do it to hang out with you guys. And I'm at a place in my life right now where I wrote a lot. I have I have lots of relationships in my life, lots of in real life relationships, but I can't see them all the time. And I can see you guys every day, and I like it. So it's more about having a group to interact with. It's fun. It's friends. So like I don't pay like a lot of attention. Like I have the little app that'll tell me when I hit a milestone. But, you know, like if you go look at my channel, it's yeah, sure, I collect, and there's a lot of collection stuff, but there's drone stuff, there's travel stuff, there's food stuff, there's all kind of stuff on my channel. So I don't really think I lose subscribers when I release different things. I just think people don't watch it. I lose. Nothing I do gets anywhere close to that Dub Life does. Dub Life will get almost all of my subscribers to watch it within the first few days. All the other stuff is just a fraction, depending on the topic. And if I actually try to tag it, sometimes I just there and I really try to tag it where in people's feeds because it's for you guys. It's not for the random person that's going to watch 5 seconds of it and I'm never going to talk to them again. It's for the people that I like to hang out with every day. So I would say, like, if all I did was put food videos up every day, OG Geek, I'd probably eventually lose subscribers. That would be noticeable. But I just think the nature of YouTube is you may lose a few and gain a few and lose a few and gain a few. And some of it's because people cancel accounts. There's dead YouTube accounts. There's bots. There's all that kind of stuff that we don't know what's going on. And YouTube's always cleaning that kind of stuff up. So I don't know if that answers your question, man. So what should I get? Blaze Pizza, Jersey Mike's. I like Jersey Mike's. I don't have a Jersey Mike's close to me. Their bread is very good. Yes, it is for Spike and his dad, CB Hunts. Oh, yeah. China. China. Oh, that's very cool, Tank. That's very cool. Sorry, we've had a bunch of conversations. I'm all over the place. Peepo, thank you. Yeah, I try, man. So the thing that is the theme of the content is it's what I'm doing or thinking about in a day, right? So it's you know, if I'm still doing a YouTube channel 2 years from now, there may not ever be an action figure on it. There may be only action figures on it. There may be only statues or replicas or all technology, or I replace myself with an Android. I don't know. But it's just me. Just try to be me. Winston, how are you? Yeah, Kiwi, I've tried to be clear. You know, I'm just kind of who I am. What is my favorite sport, favorite team? Football is my favorite sport. The Baltimore Ravens in the NFL are my favorite team, and Penn State in college. Yeah, Geek. A lot of it depends on how your videos are getting fed. CB Hunts watch Dumb Life every Sunday. Thank you. Thank you, Roman. Ren, hello. Yeah, I'm probably going to watch TakeOver tonight, Jose. Adam Cole, the Adam Cole match, the championship match will be the one I'm most into. But I may save it and try to be spoiler free so I can watch it with my buddy tomorrow with Drew. But I love Adam Cole and Velveteen Dream. So, I mean, the NXT card is good. The Ring of Honor card tomorrow is really, really good too because it's got the villain. The villain's winning the belt. The villain's winning the belt. Although I kind of want him to go to AEW, so he probably doesn't need to win the belt. But I hope he does because he's the villain. I have a Jersey Mike's. Well, we have Jersey Mike's, Peepo. It's just not close to me. Meaning I'd have to drive like 20, 25 minutes and pass like 700 restaurants to get there. So that's what I mean by it's not close to me. Everybody wants to be a YouTube celebrity. I mean, yeah. I have a wonderful job that I have extensive. I went through extensive education and certifications and trainings for. There is not an amount of money that I would ever make on YouTube that could even make me consider that being a job. Ever, never, ever. Would have to make millions and millions of dollars for multiple years in a row to take that risk. And that's never going to happen because right now we're making like quarters and quarters. So, but yeah, I mean, you know, more power to people in their dreams if that's what they want to do. There's nothing wrong with that, but they just need to make sure that they are also taking care of the other side of things too. I am seeing Endgame opening night. Victoria and I are seeing it Thursday, 9 p.m. Chinese food for dinner sounds great, Kiwi. I may do that too. That sounds great. Takes more effort to go and sub. Yeah. Yeah, the only time I unsub is, I mean, I have way too many YouTube subscriptions, like hundreds. The only time I unsub is when something shows up my feed over and over again, and it's like offending me, like that kind of content that I just don't want it to show up. It's offending me. I appreciate that, OG Geek. Yeah, Ren, I got Grievous today. It looks good. I haven't opened it yet. I'll open it tomorrow probably, but it looks good. Yeah, check out OG Geeks, the whole video. That's good. 311 family down there. Thank you. We just try to be who we are. Go Ray. Correct. Hobby man. Now making a China action figure. That I think is a little less likely. I don't know how WWE views the action figure market, but if they view it as a toy, a child's toy, and then putting an adult star in a child's toy, you know, the whole PG era and marketing appearance, I could see them not taking that risk. Maybe doing it as like a Comic-Con exclusive, something like that. I mean, that would be the reason I would think. That's the reason I would think. Well, I mean, sure, CB Hunts, but there's a big difference between Paige and China. And Paige, hey Josh, what's up, dude? I mean, Paige was like, her stuff was leaked and stolen, and it was her personal stuff. She didn't go do that publicly. Like, that's a humongous difference. Like the people that did that to Paige would go to jail. So that's a pretty significant difference. You know, what she does in her personal, what anyone does in their personal life is their own business. But so I don't know. I mean, I just think they'll stay away from it. But maybe not. I mean, I would buy a China figure. I like China. Have I seen the new Iron Man suits in-game battle diorama? Yes, plastic pink star. Yeah, yes. I've already pre-ordered them. Well, I pre-ordered the Thanos. I saw the Nebula and I saw the Ronin, and I can't believe, like, I'm almost done with the Infinity War line, and now I got to start all over again with the Endgame. Happily, the Thanos is expensive though. It's like $250. These deluxe, I guess, alternate heads, and that deluxe Thanos is a spoiler statue. Don't look at that. It's got to be a spoiler. How do I feel about the Patriots? I respect the Patriots, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, people are paying $10,000 to see it, and people need to hit me up because I just won't see the movie ever if you want to give me $10,000. Like, that's a lot of money. But I haven't looked at sold eBay listings. I see all these eBay listings where they're up for sale, but I haven't seen sold eBay listings. So I have to check that out. Who will take the throne? I don't think anybody will. I think we already know Martin said it's going to be a bittersweet ending. I don't think anybody will. There's going to be a lot of death in Game of Thrones. Kim Jong left his doctor practice to pursue comedy and acting. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Have they put out any Sunny action figure? Not anytime recently. No. But you can pay like $100 and Sunny will like Skype with you, I think, right? Isn't that what you're talking about, Peepo? I'm sure eventually, some time ago when she was there, but I don't think recently they have. They make me want to not touch it. Oh, yeah, you gonna touch it. If I was a cookie, I'd be... Well, that depends, Sal. Am I mean, if you're like a warm Toll House, you're getting put in the mouth. And sometimes getting put in the mouth. Oh! But like if you don't want to get eaten, then you want to be a oatmeal raisin cookie that looks like a chocolate chip cookie. And then somebody's going to take a bite of you and be like, oh, no, I was tricked. And they're just going to leave you on the paper plate for whoever. That's the way I view it. It's going to be emotional. Game of Thrones is going to be incredibly emotional. I was thinking about put out a video showing all the basic. Yeah, I saw a bunch of stuff being posted. Spitting in the napkin. That's right, Matthew. That's what happens with that. I was thinking about this. This dawned on me today. So I'm a TV guy, way more than a movie guy. Like all time. In fact, all movies I have trouble watching. And I think a big reason for that is because I like characters. Like the way you hear me say this all the time. It's not what you're doing; it's who you're doing with. The plot of a story is just to give you an excuse to spend time with the characters that you like. If you have to be plot driven, if the only thing that matters is do they pay off all the plots, well, the characters aren't being written very well, at least for you, for your interest. That's the way I think about it. Because like I like being in the Game of Thrones universe, or the Walking Dead's universe, or the Star Wars universe, or whatever. I just like to be there. I like to transport myself there and spend time with those friends that I've gotten to know over all this time. So I say all that to say, I'm heavily invested in in-game, obviously, but that's different for me. Like normally I wouldn't care that much about a movie, and I've realized, well, it's because it has been like a TV show. We have spent like normal trilogy. Let's say you get if it's just Iron Man 1, 2, and 3. By the time you get to Iron Man 3, you're like, I've spent 4 hours with Tony Stark. I'm ready to see it paid off. 4 hours is 1 month of one season of a television show. We have spent, what, 100 hours with Daenerys Targaryen? Something, and I know that she's only in for 10 minutes at a time and blah, blah, blah. But we've spent that many hours in that universe. And so we're heavily invested. We've spent so much time with these characters that we're ready to see the payoff. Well, Marvel's done that, where we have seen, we've seen Robert Downey Jr. in so many movies now. It's just, I think that's a very interesting thing that they've done to make it feel like a TV show and appeal to that TV market. Sorry, gotta finish a message from my team. 10 years, 22 movies from Origins. Yeah, that's right, Kiwi. We actually saw the character development of Thor. Just Thor I'll speak to, not because he's my favorite, but because the first Thor, relatively well received. The Thor, The Dark World is, by most people, think it's the worst MCU movie. I don't think that, but a lot of people do, or it's one of the lower ends. And then Ragnarok, fairly universally acclaimed. And then, like, when Thor showed up in Infinity War, people are like ripping their shirts off, throwing their bras at the movie. It's just incredible, right? It's because we saw like his character grow. We saw him change, and you can say that about characters. Thor's just a good example because he had a low point in this time we spent together. So did Iron Man. A lot of people didn't like Iron Man 3, or Iron Man 2 and 3 weren't very good. So I think it's just very unique that we spent all this time and we've seen him go across all these different things, and it's a huge payoff. It is truly a saga that we've seen. I mean, think about that. Like, the Star Wars saga is 10 movies over 40 years. And I know there's obviously the extended universe and the books and the video games and all that. But the MCU is 22 movies in 10 years. Like, that's a real saga. Like, it's been such a unbelievable thing that, like, I really think it's going to be emotional. If you're a person that gets emotional, you're going to get emotional in that movie because you just spent so much time working. So, yeah, I don't know. Just kind of a little tangent. But I think that's why it's kind of touching me, is differently than a lot of movies would. Is just, even like the Harry Potter, 8 movies in 10 years or so? I mean, it's still just so much. Can I do and squeeze it? Yes. I love the Star Trek universe. I'm a Trekkie at heart. That's my older sister, Kim. Are you watching Discovery, CB Hunts? I'm not. But I hear it's pretty good, second season. Build-A-Bear Thanos. That's funny. There's a Build-A-Bear Thanos. Did I pick up the new? I have not picked them up yet, Tank. I've got them in my pile of loot sitting at Big Bad and my Gambit. Amazing Yamaguchi Gambit's there. I usually wait till I have 6 or 7 things before I pull them out. I mean, the faces are going to look off at a $20 figure, in my opinion. The human faces. That makes sense. The Night King looks good because it's not a human face. I mean, I know there's an actor playing it, but there's already artistic manipulation happening. Well, Sal, you got to go to the other theater, you know. Woohoo! Hey, you know. Man, was so good. OG Geek. I've been watching Dark Knight on the plane sometimes. They've had that on the plane. That movie's great. I hadn't watched it in a while until recently. It's still very good. Still very, very good. Rabbit, if something happens to Cap, Thor, Tony might weep openly. Well, better bring the tissues because something's happening to somebody. There's no way that there's no perma pain of some type. King Kong Bunny Elite, isn't that a thing coming? Toy Hunter? I feel like I've heard that. Do you listen to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, the Zack Ryder and Kirk Hawkins action figure podcast? If not, you should if you're into wrestling figures because that podcast is great. I love it. Yeah, it's going to be bittersweet. Kiwi, I am 100% with you. The month of April, May, I think I said this in one of the videos, it's just going to blink and it's gone. We've been going through this MCU for so long. That's going to be the end of that story. Spider-Man Far From Home. There's going to be new Black Panther, new Guardians, blah, 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 right? But this era where they're building to an Avengers movie every few years and then it's it's the end. They have specifically said this is the end of this particular story. Think about it as the end of a comic book event. And you go back to your standalones. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be bittersweet. And the same thing with Game of Thrones. You've been invested. I mean, I have been reading Game of Thrones for half of my life. And maybe we're going to get the other 2 books. Maybe. But this is going to be the end of a chapter that I have been involved in for a long time. And that's going to be sad no matter what happens. It's going to be sad. Or emotional is maybe the right word. Sal, have a good weekend. Thank you for a while. Peepo, I don't. So I mean, the actors have made their intentions known, but I don't want to. I don't want to spoil that. Yeah, they could do New Avengers Red. I think they'd be wise to stay away from the word Avengers because we're comic book geeks. We ain't the people that make $2 billion. That's the people that are going to be like, New Avengers? That sounds cheesy. You know, it's just not the way the regular society works. I think they'd be wise to focus on their Fox acquisitions and work toward X-Men, Fantastic Four, all that kind of stuff. That's where they're going to go. And reboot all those characters. Yeah, the other thing about... the Avengers is Iron Man. Those guys, they were not big characters. They were nowhere close to the type of character like Wolverine or Spider-Man or Batman or Superman. They're kind of B-list in terms of pop culture. So, this has also done a lot for those characters' perspectives. Let's see. I do like the Batman 66 show, Toy Hunter. Man, I watched that so much as a kid. It would be on every day after school. I loved King Tut. That was the villain I really liked on that show for some reason. And the Riddler. I love that show. I have most of the pops they made for that. Maybe I do have all. I will be sad when the Skywalker saga ends as well. More Deadpool. I'm sure they're going to make more Deadpool. The X-Men reboot's definitely going to happen. Yeah, I mean, Kiwi, I would disagree in the sense of, because again, I'm coming from TV. Y'all have heard me say this lots of times. There needs to be stakes. And I don't like it when there's not stakes and consequences. So if they alive, every single person is alive and happy, and that's the end of that would be disappointing for me, which I know this is stupid because I'm saying it's not realistic and none of it's realistic. It's superheroes and there's a guy with a gauntlet that can erase it's not realistic. None of it is. But, there has to be a consequence. There has to be. Otherwise, it's just NCIS, and Agent Gibbs is never going to die, and he's going to always capture the bad guy. And why am I watching this if I know what's going to happen every time? So I hope there is some consequences. Even if that means Thor, I just hope there are consequences. Personally. That's just my opinion. But I understand everybody. I could see them transitioning to say the word mutants. They've kind of stopped saying whatever, enhanced. Is that what they were saying at one point? And they've backed away from the Inhuman stuff they were doing. So I think we'll hear the term mutants. I want to see an X-Men Wolverine end credit scene in game. Yeah, be great, especially if it's Hugh Jackman. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of confidence in JJ. I like JJ Abrams quite a bit, so obviously because I'm Lost is my favorite TV show ever, so JJ has a special place in my heart. Well, what else? There's other stuff. So we were talking about Shazam earlier. Has anybody seen Shazam yet, or is anybody going to see Shazam this weekend? Also, Shazam used to be Captain Marvel in DC until the what year was that? That the Captain Marvel becomes Shazam. What year was that the lawsuit ended? Or whatever happened. Because I remember in like the DC versus Mortal Kombat. Let's see. Where is it at? It was still called Captain Marvel. DC could not promote the character Captain Marvel. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know what happened. But I think it's kind of ironic that they're both coming out at the same time. When they both are Captain Marvel for parts of their time. I think that's kind of ironic. I don't know that everybody knows that. Except... Does anybody know when that was? When DC had to stop calling Captain Marvel and started calling it Shazam? Does anybody just have that off the top of their head? I don't want to just sit here and read articles while we're talking. But interesting. OG Geek, have a good weekend, man. Hope you whatever you're hunting for, you find. New 52 is when he became Shazam. Okay. I did see the Joker trailer. Yep. I like Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah, some people don't like the trailer or whatever. In terms of a movie, it looks like a good movie, and so I'm sure I'll see it. Whether or not I think it's a great DC canon film, I don't know. But I like Joaquin Phoenix, and I think it looks like a good movie. So I'll see it. Or at least I'll see something. It just depends on what you're measuring it by. Are you measuring it as a movie? Because if that just released and it wasn't called Joker, it was just called whatever, and it wasn't DC, people would be like, oh, that looks like a great like Oscar-type movie. I just try to measure it that way. I just heard it, but forget. Steve, what's up, dude? How is your week in Disney going? I'm with Kiwi. I think he's great. So I think it'll be good. Toy Hunter says, hello, Steve. Steve has been in Disney with a skin for 4 or 5 days. It looks like he's having a good time in between hauling around little dude over his shoulder. Looks like they're having a good time. Son, has the weather been good, Steve? Has it been no rain or anything? Hopefully. Do y'all have the Nextdoor app? The Wizard? Like the Wizard, the... Kiwi, are you asking me that? Like the Wizard, the old Nintendo game with the guy with the power glove? Is it the movie you're talking about? Because I've seen that in the theater back then. Going Galaxy Edge is open. Yeah. All this stuff opening up in Orlando. Good reason to go. Do you have the Nextdoor app? Do y'all get just the most random notifications on your Nextdoor app when you look at what people are asking? Like somebody was just like, what's this? It was just a picture of like a bush. It's a bush. I choose not to just type it's a bush because then you get all kind of drama. But it's weird. Yeah, the Wizard. Was it Fred Savage maybe in that movie? I don't remember who was in that movie. But I 100% saw. I have very vivid memories. The first time you saw the footage for Super Mario 3, that was exciting. That was exciting. I want to go. Universal will be the next place we go because we want to go to the dual Harry Potter land. So that is definitely where we were going. It was hype to see Super Mario 3. I can remember losing my mind. My favorite 80s cartoons growing up. So Certain things I wasn't allowed to watch from my parents, but G.I. Joe and Transformers were probably the earlier ones I watched. Turtles is the biggest thing I watched, but G.I. Joe and Transformers, my older sister Kimberly and I, we would watch together. And so loved those. I did not watch Transformers after the movie. I don't feel like I watched G.I. Joe after the movie either, but I maybe watched more G.I. Joe than Transformers. I think I talked about this on the Daily Dub one time. I think it's 5-part, like the rise of Serpentor, where Cobra is like stealing the DNA from all the different world leaders, Genghis Khan and like eventually Sergeant Slaughter and everything else to make Serpentor. That was awesome. We loved that. We got in trouble because we wouldn't leave to go to church or dinner or something. We wouldn't get off the couch until it was over. I remember getting in trouble for that. So I like those. Thundercats a little bit, but that's a little older than me. Master Universe I wasn't really allowed to watch. Turtles, and then like Mask. We really, really liked Mask. Centurions. I really liked Centurions. The A-Team. Watched a lot of A-Team. And then Fat Albert. Yeah, Fat Albert. I don't know, whatever would come on. Things like the Sparks. We watched that show. But then, like, I would watch My Little Pony, Strawberry Shortcake. It was my older sister and I, and so like we had to trade back and forth. Be nice, be kind. Gummy Bears, but I think Gummy Bears is a little bit later, maybe. But I remember liking that show because it was like The Legend of Zelda, but Gummy Bears. And then the Mario Super Show on Fridays when they had Zelda, that was the best. That was the best. Yeah, late 80s for Gummy Bears. I remember Kim told me she hated that show, but I remember liking it. Oh, trying to play this Bumblebee fig. What fig is that? Is that a studio series? Mortal Ring Wars? I think David found that recently. He said it's pretty good. The one that matches the Optimus Prime, that's a pretty good figure. I think Steve just got that Optimus Prime. Steve is currently riding a bus back to our car to go back to the real world. Oh, it's time to leave. You're going home tonight, Steve? The new Ultraman, I have not seen that. I don't know anything about Ultraman. I know that I like the SH Figure Arts. They look pretty cool. I don't know anything about Kamen Rider either, but SH Figure Arts put out a promo shots for like these 4 like exclusive artistic Kamen Rider, however you pronounce it, yesterday on Instagram, and they looked fantastic. I like them very much. I like them. I have one. No, I have more than one now. One Kamen Rider with the trumpet, Ibuki. And then I got 4 goons from my Dio, and then some other guy who just looks like a decent guy. But they have like a wizard, all kind of cool looking stuff. Have seen no Optimus Prime. I don't think I've seen that Bumblebee myself, but I know David said he picked it up somewhere. My Walmarts in this general area don't have a lot of Transformers, just maybe 3 or 4, and then the rows of the little ones. I went up with a solid normal Ultraman. I remember. There's a somebody else showed off a good-looking Ultraman figure recently. I don't remember who it was. Born in 1998, New Adventures of Batman's Jam. Yeah, Ren. Yeah, Batman the Animated Series, New Adventures of Batman are wonderful cartoons. I still watch some of those every now and again. But by that point, like, I was already playing football and I wasn't at home watching cartoons. I watched those as an adult. In fact, I don't know that I ever watched any of that as a kid. And then, yeah, by Clone Wars, I didn't see any of that stuff because I was already out of college and into a career, and I've still actually never watched any of that. I know it's good. I just haven't. I'm so backlogged on. There's so much good stuff. It used to be like 10 years ago. Steve, well, make sure you don't get goosed. in a hootie hoo, you know. Spidey, Batman, X-Men. What was the name of that X-Men cartoon? I think I watched that. Was that an 80s cartoon or 90s? I feel like I watched some type of X-Men cartoon, at least for a little while. I feel like I loved the games, the arcade games. Somebody asked if I'm playing any new video games. No, I'm waiting on the new Mortal Kombat. I'm so behind. I got to finish Mario Odyssey. I'm playing Smash Brothers. I got to finish Spider-Man. I still have to finish Shadow War. I haven't bought a new video game in a while because I'm just so backed up. So backed up. I want to get that lightsaber rhythm game on my VR. That game looks like a good time. Yeah, there was an X-Men. Okay. Thank you, people. I thought there was. Thank you. Yeah, Steve, get home in time for WrestleMania. A bootleg of the 60s Ultraman live action series. Dad took me to the games, rugby. Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like we have a similar upbringing, Kiwi, which is interesting, being across literally on the other side of the world from each other. What about figures? Is Hanna-Barbera cartoons. I loved the Hair Bear Bunch. For whatever reason, that was a show I watched a lot of growing up. And like the Yogi Bear and Boo Boo. I don't know why. That just must have came on, or maybe Kim liked it. But I loved it a lot. That came on a channel that I got to watch a lot of. And then the Wacky Racers, I think it was the name of that other show. Pride of the X-Men. Yeah. Okay. Banana Splits. Is that what it's called? I watch a lot of that stuff. My mom didn't want me to watch a lot of violence. So there's more of that stuff. I'd have to sneak around. She liked G.I. Joe because there was always the don't do drugs, and now you know, and don't put your finger in the light socket, and don't oven and say it's a country ham, all that kind of stuff. So I guess that one worked. And she's patriotic, so she probably liked the patriotism side of it. So figures, has everybody picked up their new in-game Marvel Legends that's looking for them? I watched Voltron too, Toy Hunter. That's 70s, though, like late 70s, I think. Carried over into 80s. Voltron was hard for us to find. I remember we would watch it. And I'll form the head. But it wasn't on very often. I had a Voltron a random set from the swap meet or from the yard sale or something that didn't fit. But I had it. I did like Voltron. So, you ordered Corvus Glaive Loki 2-pack on route as well as Ebony. That's good. Yeah, I haven't seen Ebony in person. I saw the Corvus Glaive 2-pack a couple times. I don't think I've seen any of the other wave in person yet. I got the Jump Trooper today from GameStop. And Grievous. I had those pre-ordered. So I guess today or a couple days ago was the Jump Trooper release. That Jump Trooper looks pretty good. Rabbit, you'll be able to find those comic figures, man. People ain't going to be scooping up Citizen V, I don't believe. I think you'll be able to get them. Yeah, Mayfex Iron Spidey got pushed a month, I think, right? So I should be there soon. Trevor, hello. I am not at all fond of those quantum suits. I'm not at all. Yeah, Rabbit. I think all those comic figures, I mean, except for Hercules. Hercules seems to be pretty popular, but the other ones, you'll have no problem. They'll go to clearance. You'll be able to pick them up. I mean, it seems like anymore, almost every legend goes to clearance. I hear you, people. Yeah, Mayfex Iron Spider and Black Panther. Mayfex Black Panther looks good. It just comes out. Mayfex comes out so much later than everything else. It's hard. I am not going Star Wars Celebration. If we could have worked plans out 2 months ago, maybe, but I can't. I've got a very significant for the organization. So I can't do much about that. But I pretty much have to schedule things 6 to 8 weeks in advance. Otherwise, work takes over and I can't get off. So. At the time, tickets weren't available. I thought that everybody was going in a big group, and that seemed fine. But then as it's been come out, a lot of people don't have anybody to go with, and that makes me feel bad. And I would have liked to have been able to help with that, but I just can't make it work. Diamond Gallery statues tank, the $45 ones. Those are really good. Trevor, I collect pops. I haven't bought nearly as many pops as I used to, but I have purchased several hundred pops in my life. I was looking at the in-game pops, and none of those really speak to me because I don't like the suits. What appears to be a Hulk in like a wetsuit. That GameStop exclusive one. I don't know what that is. I think the most recent pop I bought, I pre-ordered the Bobby Axelrod pop from Billions. He's going to sit right here on my desk. Chris, how are you? I'm doing good. I don't think I have anything to... upstairs, I have the Mezco Blade and the Mezco Iron Man, PX Iron Man. But I don't think I'm going to open that on screen tonight. I got to take a bunch of pictures of those. Or I want to take a bunch of pictures of those. I think David and I are going to open that and play with it tomorrow. Let's see. I have Dooku on pre-order. Dooku Hot Toy Figure Arts? Which one? Rabbit. I'm sorry, Brennan. I hope to come to Chicago. I would like to go to C2E2. I'll be up there again soon. Thanos looks pretty good. So people don't spoil. I actually watched an episode of Billions before we started. I got one more. I need to catch up on Chicken Man episode. I love that show. I love it. Not a big fan of pops. The Thanos Infinity War pops are in the... Yeah, I have those, Kiwi. I actually still have those on display, all the different colors of the Infinity Stones. Lloyd, what's up, my friend? Actually, Lloyd sent me something. Don't look at my booty. Let me show you what Lloyd sent me. Don't look at my booty. Don't look. Oh. Don't look at my action. Don't look at it. No. Don't look at my nipples. So, everybody give Lloyd some love. I had a little care package arrive from him today. And look. Sent me some Nikes. Some 112. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. Some 112 Nikes. They look fantastic. Fantastic. Lloyd, I appreciate you very much. Got them kicks. Are they for the, do you know what the peg hole fits, Lloyd? Are they for the Miles Marvel Legend? Or are they for lots of stuff? Because I love them. And I am very appreciative, Lloyd. Thank you so much. Air Force One, that's right. Popping in my Air Force One. I don't know what it's J's, but they look wonderful. I got to figure out what figure to put them on. They fit the Miles. Awesome. That 2-pack Miles, that's great. That makes me very excited. I wonder if they'll fit on the Mezco Miles. Actually, no, that suits. Yeah, no, I'd have to rip things. That's a bad decision. SHF Dooku. Yeah, I still have it pre-ordered. I have almost every Star Wars, Marvel, and Dragon Ball SHF, so I'm trying to keep that going until I decide to stop. Big old booty, that's right. You know. Next time you're in Seattle, Brendan. Yeah. Boba Khan is in Seattle, right? Isn't that the one that I went to there? I went to the Funko headquarters when I was in Seattle. That was fun. Lloyd, I really appreciate that, though. That's those are fantastic. Thank you so much. Dooku. I don't know. Got to keep them all, I guess. Although some of the... Well, I nearly have all the figure arts. The stupid Iron Man Mark 47 figure art is the Marvel one that is the troubling one. Because it was only in the 2-pack with the homemade suit. Only in Japan. And poopy. It's very expensive. That's the one I need. It's the only Iron Man I'm missing. Anybody have that and you want to sell it for not $400? Yeah, I thought, Brennan. Yeah, I thought so. Yep. We can do that, man. Next time I go to Seattle probably 3 or 4 times a year. So we'll try to figure it out. I appreciate the heads up. BobaCon is an awesome store. If you're ever in Seattle, listen to what Brennan says. BobaCon is the place. I want to be able to swing Dooku. That's about to come out, right? Danny, it was the Onyx Batman. that I got from Walgreens. I haven't opened it or shown or anything, but that is what I picked up today. It had been there for 4 or 5 days. I've just been out of town. Bear, hello. Danny has it. Oh, you have the Mark 47 SH figure arts? The one that came in the 2-pack? I don't need another homemade suit. Yeah, for trade, maybe, yeah. I don't know what I have to trade. Are you looking for some legends? I have legends I could trade. Yeah, send me a note on Instagram though. You don't want it? Because I don't. The price for those is so expensive because everybody's selling a sealed one. I just want the Iron Man. It's a pain in the butt. Let's see. Probably released in 2050. SHF Grievous. Well, I don't think that the Bandai is not actually officially announced that. Like, they are the masters of putting stuff in their displays at shows, but don't have a sign in front of them. And it just kind of completes the display. And so, I think we all assume when they put stuff in the display that they're going to eventually release it. Like, they had a Scarlet Witch that was there, I think, recently. That may not mean anything. They may just be being mean. I don't know. But the Grievous SHF has been in those displays many times. So I hope it gets released. I hope so. But I think the Black Series looks pretty good. It looks good enough for a stand-in for a while, I believe. Have you seen, those of you that collect wrestling figures, oh, I love it if I can get something good. Well, think about it. I'm not going to pay $200 or $300 for it. That's not a thing that's going to happen. Think about the new Ultimates, the new Ultimate WWE line. I think that's what it's called, Ultimates, like the Ronda Rousey and Ultimate Warrior. And then they showed off, Nakamura. And there was another one, Bret Hart, I think, is the second wave. Those figures look good. I know they're going to probably be more expensive. I got to be like $30 maybe. But they look good. They look good. I want the Ultimate Warrior that has the WCW coat. I think that looks great. Pretty soon I'm going to be doing some trades. Oh, Rabbit, if you trade your 375 Clone War figs, that seems to be a thing that people really like. There's a Drew McIntyre Ultimate. Okay. Oh, did they cancel Comic Book Man Toy Hunter? Is that because when Kevin Smith had the heart attack? Like, has it been since that? I like that show a lot. I have not watched. I haven't even realized it's not on because it would come on at like 1 in the morning or something like that, and I'd just watch it on demand later. But I did like that show a lot. Well, think about what you want, Danny. Across, I mean, you know all the different kind of stuff I have. I mean, I don't really get rid of much, so I have a bunch of Legends and Black Series stuff that I'd probably be interested in trading potentially. Maybe some other things. I don't know. I got to think what I have duplicates of. I may have some duplicates of some things. So just kind of think of some different stuff you want. Send me an Instagram note. EC3's post was funny of his figure. Yeah, yes. With all the different like prototype, so I think when it looks like that, it's because the things that are different colors are new, like newly sculpted. And so they haven't painted yet, but then the other stuff is like the reused parts. So it looks like Frankenstein. That's what I think is happening. That's just what I think is happening. But it is funny looking when they show that stuff like that. I think you're going to find some Clone Wars value in one of the Facebook groups. We saw a couple Bob Backlunds recently. That's a Walmart exclusive? I don't remember where we were. David and I, when we had the dogs the other day, there were like 3 of them at a Walmart. Nobody seemed to want them. I got to remember which Walmart that was because it was not near here. We were something weird was happening, and we were meeting somebody somewhere. But check it out. Face sculpt was on point. Where was that at? It had to have been. I really don't remember where it was. I need to get you a centerpiece for this room. I don't know what you're saying, Brennan. For the room I'm in right now? The centerpiece is the coffee table and the sofa and all of that. I got a bunch of centerpieces. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Yeah, I will. If I see it again, I'll let you know. Thanks. Pretty cool. Pretty cool figure. Iron Geek, what's up, dude? How are you, man? I am just chilling. Got a package coming from Iron Geek tomorrow, as a matter of fact. Yeah, Ren, my GameStop had like 5 of them today. So I think James said he got them in last night, maybe. So I think they're available. It looked like Toy Bills posted he had a bunch too. Danny, have a good night, man. Thanks for joining. Have a great weekend. But so Chris, yeah, I haven't opened it, but it looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. And I have so many troopers now that something different works. Does anyone buy the old Toy Biz Legends? Yeah. A lot of people buy those. Yeah. Greetings from the UK. Let me see. Flimdar. Hello. I mean, I'm not going to have a figure thing in this room, Brennan, because it's not a room for that. I mean, I've got all kind of comics and prop replicas, but not, I mean, and that's the kitchen right over there. So that's not really a figure area, but if you think of something, let me know. Toy Biz Legends will always be solid. Yeah, Toy Biz Legends can be very good. Very, very good, depending on what you have. Hey, Siri, make the kitchen lights blue.
Done.
Thank you. Well, now you just turned them off. Hey, Siri, make the kitchen lights blue.
Okay.
There we go. Hey, Siri, make the table lights blue.
Done.
The porgs are on top of the fridge, yeah. Dr. Doom and the Doombot. Toy Biz Dr. Doom? I think that's worth some money, yeah. I think it is. I have a bunch of Toy Biz Legends. Way too many. The Wizard we're working on that this weekend. That's a big goal for tomorrow, is to deal with the Wizard. Because we cleaned out the garage, we put the floor down the attic, we did all that last weekend. It's WrestleMania weekend, so while once Drew gets here tomorrow and David and Victoria and I get back from running around looking for Ebony Maw, we're working on the Wizard. Now, he ain't going to live permanently. I don't know. But we're going to get it figured out tomorrow. I just don't know where it's going to be. Don't start the fire and fixing the Wizard. Yeah, for real. I know. That's why I want help with me. But it's just going to burn the house down. Do you still have that massive shelf full of every Legends release? No, that shelf is not currently. That shelf is the one where like the Ready Player One and all of that, the rotating displays are. So I have rotating displays now where I can change it out. I can put the Legends up. I can put like the Storm collectibles up, or like right now the Dragon Ball, all that. So I can just rotate it out. I just had too much. I can't keep it all displayed anymore. It's just too much. If you only had a working Fortune, I know that would work. Do I have the Mark 43 Egg Attack? I don't think I do. I have Civil War like 45. I think 45 is the one I have, and a Mark 1. I think those are the 2 Iron Man Egg Attacks I have. I think it's time in the stream to traverse to the toy room. Well, Kiwi, that would be hard because I'm on a computer, a iMac. That would be a challenge. I haven't seen the 43. Iron Geek, I love every Egg Attack Iron Man I've seen. Are great. It wasn't bad to dust it bare. I mean, I have so my house is only a couple years old. I built it in 2015. I don't have pets. I'm not here a lot, as you know, because I travel. Plus, I'm in the room all the time. I have the clean in every month, and the HVAC and I use the advanced filters, and I have a nice HVAC system. There's just not a lot of dust in my house. Like, I'm very fortunate. So it's not been a problem yet. It obviously can be, and as the house ages, it'll change. But so far, it's not really been that big a deal. It's not really a big deal. Yeah, I mean, I don't have to, Raiji. I mean, like, I have space in my house. I can display everything. I'm choosing to because I enjoy it more, where it's not sprawling all over the place. It's a choice I made. So I have the huge wall of Marvel, and there's Legends in there, and figure arts in there, and whatever. It just got too much, and it was not enjoyable to do it that way. So I want to do it differently. I have a dog, and I run the vacuum daily. Yeah, I remember I have Mr. Ticklebottom, too, that runs every day, and that helps. Make the Egg Attack Hall of Armor. Do that thing. How I use the compressed air that's supposed to replace the cans. Are you talking about the compressed air, like to clean out the inside of your computer? If so, I don't even know what you're talking about. If there's a $100 thing that's like unlimited compressed air, I didn't know that was a thing. It isn't layered on yet. I don't know. Let me look. Anybody going out and doing anything this Friday? Friday. So let's see. Basement pool. Great Saiyaman. Great Saiyaman should be here soon. And Evil Boo. Air, duster, compressor, touch it. Air compressor, duster, touch it. This thing that's $70? HP electric blower duster? No, that's not it. Best canned air alternative. The O2 Hurricane, 220 mile an hour, canless air, $110. Is that the one you're talking about? Why did Iron Geek get deleted? What did Iron Geek do? Kiwi, what'd you do to Iron Geek? That's not very nice. Thinking about making an Egg Attack Hall of Armor. How do I make it stop? Unhide user. Iron Geek Kiwi said Iron Man sucks, Captain America's the best, and he hid you. I don't know why he did that. It wasn't very nice. I like Iron Geek. Go see Shazam tonight with the lady. That sounds like a good plan. I think I may go see Shazam tonight, too. The Fwoosh Weekly is uploaded. I'll watch that later. I love Fwoosh Weekly. Hot tub night on the weekend. Yeah, heard that. I got in the hot tub in Boston the other day. It was wonderful. Market. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Into the Woods. Looks like it'll be fun. The old days, I used to do that. Dog had him up. Oh, the dog hid Iron Geek. T and the B, you know. I mean, that's just kind of what happens, I guess. T and the B. Robo might be my favorite reviewer. Yeah, I agree. I like a lot. I like Robo. I like D Amazing also. I mean, the main reviewers I watch are Robo, D Amazing, and Bug as well. I'm almost always going to watch D Amazing, what he reviews. And Robo's just funny. Even though I don't know that he's like the world's most amazing reviewer of all time, like D Amazing is the one that I get the best feel. I think a lot of it's because he collects. I love Talker Art too, Trop of Thunder, but he doesn't. Talker doesn't review. I collect. I love Talker Art stuff as well. And D Amazing collects very similar to me. So like almost anything I'm going to buy, he's going to have and review. So I like that. And I've met him. He's a nice guy. About to go to my daughter's band function in 30 minutes. Toy Hunter, hey, have a good night. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I don't watch Artemis much, Bear. Every once in a while. If he has something. Or Anthony, like I'll watch. I actually think Anthony's Customs does a good job reviewing. He just is so negative. Like I don't need that in my spirit. Zambo Man, have a good night. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, as composed to Talker Art, who is funny with it. Why am I all washed out right now? Oh, yeah, rub it. So I just, I like the guys that are or don't take themselves too terribly serious. And D Amazing, you always know what you're going to get. He's going to compare it to everything. He's going to make it look good. I know he buys all his stuff. Now, I mean, like recently he started to say, like he did a Soap Studios and they brought it to him. Like I have been in the store with him watching him buy stuff and then seeing the review went up that night. Like I've seen that in New York. So like I feel like he buys a lot of his stuff. He also he'll interact with you on like Instagram. He does not read his comments. He told me he doesn't even read them on YouTube. But he said he just gets so much hate. It's hard. But he'll interact with you on Instagram, and he sells stuff at good prices when he's selling stuff. So I would recommend that. He's a nice guy. He's a positive guy. Nice guy. And he has a great collection to compare things to. Shardamus is a lot. Yeah. I mean, they all have their merits, right? We are talking about The Amazing right now, Brendan. The Amazing. I like Josh's reviews. He's reviewed a few figures. I think he does a good job. I know he's trying to expand his horizons and do some different things. I have not watched his toy photography tonight. That picture that he put up today on Instagram of the Stormtroopers was great. I think one of the challenges with outdoor photography, even some that are really good, is you can just tell it's off-scaled. You can just tell it's off-scaled because you're like, okay, well, that thing is standing on very obviously a river that is way bigger than it. But it's I like what they've been doing, so I'm definitely going to watch that later. So it's good. There's a lot of good. I wish so. Like when Boog ACBA does his I don't remember what he calls it, like top shelf or master class or something, and he has like an hour-long video, and he just shows you the way that he set up all the different pictures he took. That's also very interesting. I really like seeing just the way people set stuff up. Those guys, those ACBA guys, like the top level ACBA guys that are doing the big scene photographer, man, they will leave scenes up for days at a time and work on perfecting it. And I think that's awesome. I really want to learn more about how to shoot with DSLR because I bought a DSLR to shoot with and I don't really know how to use it. So I need to watch more from the top DSLR guys to learn what settings to use. Everything I do on my iPhone, which works fine. You can take wonderful pictures, especially if you have a newer iPhone. But I really want to learn. My older sister has done a lot of photography. So, and maybe I just need to do it with her and let her teach me. Amazing does remind you to drink your water. A good British toy reviewer. Yeah, I like the toy bills. I like Billy's photography videos as well. It's different. So they're doing outside stuff, and a lot of the things I was just talking about are people doing dios, which is the thing that I'm a little more interested in right now. Because if I go outside, I'm going to play with my drone. Typically, is what I'm going to do. If I'm going to go out to a park or something, I'm not going to bring figures. I'd rather bring my drone and do that. Force perspective is wonderful in toy photography. Bear. That's the kind of stuff I want to learn more about. Like there was this picture that went around the YouTube, Facebook a couple months ago, where like the guy had his Hot Toys. It was an Asian gentleman. He had his Hot Toys. He was doing all this forced perspective photography. And then the final picture was like him with like his hand on Iron Man's shoulder, and they all looked like they were the same size. That was wonderful. And I have no idea how to do it. That's the kind of stuff I'd really like to learn how to do because I know it's an art form, but I think technology has come so far that a lot of that, you just have to learn the right way to do it, and anyone can do it. Yeah, the putting things in the car, that too, Bear. Yeah, those are awesome. Shirtless Comic Hunter, almost never catch your live streams, but watch all your videos. I appreciate that, Shirtless Comic Hunter. Give us a squeeze. Squeeze it. Thank you for coming, Shirtless Colin McConnor. Note 8 with the pro settings. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Even like the Dio stuff I've taken recently, all of it's just on my iPhone. The iPhone takes plenty enough good pictures that I'm like, do I really want to get this camera out, learn how to use it, figure out the settings, or do I just want to press the button and it's on Instagram 5 seconds later? The convenience of that is really hard, but I'm going to do it. I want to have a day. I know Adonis likes to take a lot of outdoor photography, so I need time to either do with the Dio or outdoor. David's working on another diorama for me right now that I can't wait to get that. And so there's just going to come a day where we spend a lot of time. And I learned how to use it. You know, I had to learn how to use my drone. Speaking of drones, I've been wanting a tele. Wars, have a good weekend, man. Enjoy the show. Tell Hunter good luck. I'm sure he'll do wonderful. The Trello, I think it's called the Tello, which I think it's Ryzen working, and it's got DJI's brain in it. Is that drone you can like throw and do hand gestures with? Well, it's like $100. And I'd wanted one, and I just kept avoiding it. And then the other day, DJI released the Iron, where that bag has got Iron Man stuff on it. It has a Marvel app that looks like the look like the Iron Man stuff, and it was like, as quick as I could order that thing from DJI. I ordered it. 2 batteries, extra propeller, the whole double. It was as quick as I could order it. That thing comes on Monday, and it's not going to shoot in 4K like my Mavic does, and it can't fly as far away like the Spark or the Mavic do, but it can. It could shoot in the Iron Man footage. Juicy. Let me find it for you, Kevin. Let's see. I had to have it. DJI Tello Iron Man edition. All right, I'm gonna stick the link in the chat. That's the link there, Iron Geek. Yeah, you got to be far away from the toys, and I think you need a macro lens sometimes. Like, there's different lens stuff you have to do. Ooh, that thing is going to be wonderful. Comes on Monday, but then I got to leave Tuesday morning, so I probably won't have the opportunity to play much with it. But soon, especially at Myrtle Beach, I will be playing with that. It's cheap. Those drones are cheap. So I'm excited to have that thing. Tello Iron Man edition. Juicy fruit. It's going to move you. Sergeant Bananas is great. Sergeant Bananas, the Ninja Turtle character, the big monkey. I liked that one. I wish it was voice activated and answered the name Jarvis. That would not be $129. That would be a good bit more expensive. Yeah, Iron Geek. I'm sure I'll have footage from it. I'll probably make its own video, a drone one day soon. I haven't put a drone video up in a long time, so I wonder if anybody will watch it. People don't usually watch my drone videos, so I might make an Iron Man one, especially if I can make an Iron Man one. I got to look at what the app does. So if it really is fully doing all the different aiming stuff, and then I can make it fly over the figures, and I can have him like zooming in on Thanos. I mean, you know, yeah, that's right. It's going to happen. I'm excited for it. I need to fly my Mavic. I haven't flown my Mavic since maybe the last time I was in Myrtle Beach. It's been several months. If I put AC/DC footage, then I get copyright strike, Rabbit. I would. But then I get in trouble with YouTube. I get the YouTube no-no square. I don't like it when YouTube touches my no-no square. My trailer is off YouTube. I can't find it. What trailer, Brennan? If I have a trailer that's off YouTube, somebody removed it. July last year. I flew it when I went to Charlotte, and I flew it when I was in Myrtle Beach in November. That may be the last time I flew it, though. I don't think I've flown it this year. So I've only phoned a couple times since I got it stuck in the tree. Brennan, what trailer are you talking about, man? The one I just did Wednesday? Because it shouldn't be off. Let's see. Let me find it. Let me clear my throat. Oh, sorry. That's not what you asked for. My bad. Trailers. This one you could fly indoors. I've flown my Spark indoors. You shouldn't. You're going to break it. But you could. I think 23. So I don't know if this is the trailer you're looking for, Brennan. That is my most recent trailer. But it looks like they're all still there. I think. Yeah, I have flown my Spark. You can actually see, if you go watch the video where I got my drone stuck in the tree. Normally when you're like on a TV or computer, if you hit play trailer on the right side of your screen, and it's you explaining everything. Oh, like what my Double Life is? Like Double Life episode 0? Huh. That's still... You're right. That is what's called the trailer of my channel. Let me look. I don't know why. YouTube's made changes recently. Videos. Oh, I think it's because I'm actively live streaming right now. And when I actively live stream, Brennan, it takes it over because I see what you're saying. It's this video right now is what it's showing where it would be the trailer normally. So I think once I end the live stream, then it will change. But I'll put the it's just episode. If you go to the Dub Life, it is episode 0. If I can find it for you. And that's the trailer, if that's what you're talking about. That's what I'm guessing is happening. That is the episode you're talking about, I believe. Alessandra Rodriguez, can you give me a shout out, please? Yes, I can. Hello, Robert. Touch that thing now. Funny video watching the Get Up. Iron Geek. And you should have seen the stuff that wasn't on camera. Whew. Because that was just when I was filming. There's a lot of time where he and I are both throwing things, jumping up and down. There was a forearm technique where we almost killed ourselves. Somebody drove by. It was quite an adventure. Quite an adventure. That was a funny episode. I can't believe we got it down and it was broke. I was scared to death. Matt, rub it, touch it, twist it, whoop, 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 and squeeze it. I hear you. I was scared to death that thing had fallen out of the sky and hit a child at the 4th of July celebration in the head. I was so scared. Very blessed, really. It fell in the no trespassing forest that it fell into. We were pretty lucky to get that thing back. That was quite a day. Steve won the Infinity Gauntlet. That's a seductive Steve episode that a lot of people haven't watched. Hi, Kiwi. Thanks for joining, my friend. Have a great Saturday. Gonna go get that Krispy Kreme. Got to put the cream in the mouth. Oh, and a coffee. It is classic Steve in that episode. I've started to insert randomly in Dub Life episodes old footage. I don't know if y'all have noticed that, but I've had a lot of requests to put up old footage from like stuff YouTube channel 10 years ago, 8 years ago, or stuff that I just recorded for, I don't know why I recorded it. Have a great day, Kiwi. But I've started to insert some of those clips randomly into my channel, to my episodes. So I hope you're enjoying that. It's just randomly in there. A lot of it's going to be Steve because we've known each other for so long. You're going to see a lot of random Steve stuff. There's probably one on this episode coming up. Good times. Because Steve has had to do challenges for quite some time. DJ Cello Official. I'm just using iMovie right now. I either edit it on my iPad, like Daily Dubs. I usually just edit on my iPad because they're easy. Obviously, Dub Life is a much more intensive editing process because like my Mexico trip that's coming up in a couple of weeks, it's like 900 clips. It's ridiculous. So I use that. I haven't had the need to get Final Cut or Premiere or anything. iMovie's done everything I wanted it to do, and I'm not trying to get to studio quality or anything. So yeah. Seductive Steve actually had his own video on his own channel recently, which was good. He did good. A couple, almost has 100 subscribers already. As a matter of fact, if any of you would like to see that video, let me find it. Zale, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, let me link it for you, Bear. Kevin, have a good time at the function. Daughter's band function. Yeah, let me here, Bear. I'll find it. Steve, he did a good job. It's funny. Yeah, 293 views. He did, 327 views. Steve almost has 100 subscribers. He has 97. That's Steve's channel. If you haven't subscribed to Seductive Steve, why don't you go subscribe to Seductive Steve and let's get him to 100. That would be great. Get him to 100. And then go in the comment. I think it would please me right now. If you subscribe, go in the comments of that video right now and just put, I'm watching this and I'm rubbing it. Everybody go do that. There's 26 people. It would be very funny if all of a sudden, because he's about to be driving back from Disney World. If the next time he looks at YouTube, he just sees like 20 comments that say, I'm watching this and I'm rubbing it. I think that would be funny because he's like with his in-laws and his wife and everything. And he's going to be like, oh, and they're going to ask. And he's going to be like, oh, these people are saying I'm watching it and I rub it. And that would be funny. I guess that's just the way my brain operates. But that's Steve. Subscribe to him, watch the video. He did a great job. I think he's going to start doing one or two a month. And he'll still be on my channel plenty. Don't worry about that. And we could have a Seductive Steve special. Andy Moore, hello. The Thor, hello. How are you doing? People, yeah, dirt cheap video. Rabid, your friends are like the Avengers, and that I'm a fan of watching them. I find them also interesting, awesome, hilarious in their way. I appreciate that. I am Sean. Hello. Those links aren't working. Are the links working for anybody else? I don't know why the link wouldn't work. I don't understand that. It's just a normal. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, now he's at 101 subscribers. The link doesn't work. It works for some people, but not for others. Well, now that's just confusing. Let me see. Let me just link to his channel. Try this. See if this is his channel itself, and then you can just click on the video. That's weird that it works for some people, not others. YouTube's being naughty. Didn't work on my phone, worked fine on my computer. So that's what's happening is it's the phone wants the mobile link, like with the M in front of it. And this is a computer link. I wonder if that's the challenge. So that's his channel. If that one works, you can just click on the video and hit him with the I'm watching and I rub it. I'm watching and I rub it. I appreciate that though, Rabbit. Yeah, my one of the things I take pride in is the group of friends that you see with me don't really know each other independently. So like David only knows Steve through me, for instance. And they have very different interests completely. And so a lot of my friends group are actually like think about a Venn diagram, and it's like 10 different circles. But then there's people that I try to bring all together in the middle so we can all hang out together. People that I think would like each other, I try to introduce them to each other. So like at Royal Rumble, when you saw Drew and David and Steve and I, that was the first time Drew had ever David at all. And so I think it's cool. So they're all kind of different people from different lifestyles, different type of jobs, careers. Drew doesn't really collect that much. He collects some wrestling figures, but he doesn't collect much. But it just, it's a bunch of different people. So I appreciate that you feel that way. I don't know why it keeps making me lighter and darker. Stop that, camera. You're mean. Well, rub's been done. Azale, I certainly did get stuff from the Megalopolis cleaning. Let me see if I turn on lights around me, if that'll help. Living room. About these guys. So I turn those off, but I leave the rest on. Maybe that'll make it stop changing around the focus. Sorry. Sorry, friends. Sorry. Leave it to YouTube to be vexing. Bop it. My son said get a bop it. I like bop it. So from Megalopolis cleaning, I got the Tamashii Nation Snow Trooper. In fact, let me look because I ordered quite a bit. So let me look. I don't even know what that is, what I've done there. Where did I put it at? I do not know. I'm going to do a top toy figures of the Q1. Maybe tomorrow. All right. I ordered the Acid Rain Space Prisoner, the Acid Rain Space Scientist, the Acid Rain Black Ops Team A and Team B, Tamashii Nation Stormtrooper, and then the Storm STCC Alex, the Storm Black Pants Ryu, and the Storm STCC Hayachi Tekken. So, yes, I did very well on the Megalopolis Spring Clean. Those prices were crazy good on that. Crazy good. Megalopolis will have really good prices sometimes. When I see David Tweak, yeah, that's cool. Rabbit, yep. Rubbing is done. Order way too much. Izale, what did you get? Rubbing made a mess. Open Lincoln. Let's see what old Steve. 104 subscribers. Yay. Thank you all very much. That's good time. Sort by. I'm watching this and I'm rubbing it multiple times. That makes me happy. That makes me happy. I'm going to leave that comment too. I'm watching everyone watch this and rub it. Winner. Y'all are the best. That's funny. Looking forward to WrestleMania. I am looking forward to WrestleMania this weekend. I'm looking forward to hanging out with friends. I don't know that I'm too terribly looking forward to WrestleMania itself. Like, it's fine, but I'm looking forward to hanging out with everybody. Sub and a rub. So, NXT is soon, right? Does it start at 7? Or does it start at 8? I got to look. I don't want to miss it. NXT TakeOver. Oh, I'm typing over here. Yeah, 15 minutes. Man, well, then that means I got about 15 minutes left on the stream because then I got to get ready. Yeah, 7 o'clock. For the Adam Cole victory party, I hope. Although I wouldn't mind it if Adam Cole came to the main roster. Let's see, Azale. The Green Ranger, God of War NECA 2-pack, Ryu, Thanos, Irons. Thanos? I don't know what that was. Oh, did they have entrance great Elias on that special? I have never seen that entrance great Elias. I've seen the Goldberg one. I have all the other entrance greats. I would get that Elias, I think. The Iron Spider Egg Attack is great. Cap Egg Attack is great. Texas Hustle, I do not know what that means. But hello. Open Sideshow Batman Watch NXT. Cool, Rabin. Yeah, it's been a good time. Thor, I'm with you. I mean, I think they messed up some of the builds. It'd be great if Kofi won. Yeah, Bear, I'd like that. I'm a New Day fan. I mean, I was a Kofi fan. It's the Daniel Bryan story, kind of sprinkled in with some political stuff. I don't know. I know what's going to happen, but I'll have fun because I'll be with friends. So I really do hope that, Kofi Mania, I hope Kofi wins. That'd be really cool. I think Becky will win both belts. It seems like they're going to unify the titles. I'm actually more interested in the Raw after WrestleMania because they've done such a writing for this WrestleMania that I kind of want to see what's going to happen. I agree with you, Zell. I think what the rumors would tell you was before Mustafa Ali got hurt, he was supposed to be the one that wrestled Daniel Bryan at Roadblock or whatever the name of that pay-per-view was. And then Kevin Owens would have returned and wrestled Daniel Bryan at Mania. And the whole storyline about Kevin Owens like eating food at the concession stand and Daniel Bryan having the hemp belt was going to be the story. And Kevin Owens is great. I love him very much. I wish they put he and Sami Zayn back together. Tyler, hello. But they just tend to not know what to do with it, seems like. I love him. I don't know if I love him, but I love him. I don't know. I haven't spent enough time with Face KO to know. Elias never wrestles. Yeah, I think you're right about that, Izelle. He doesn't like sloppy storylines. Has anybody else heard that the reason Baron Corbin still wears the Applebee's waiter outfit, even though he's not the GM anymore, is because they're punishing him because he's got a little beer gut, and so they make him wear the Applebee's outfit? I heard that from somewhere. That's what I heard. Anybody know? Face KO was before he turned on Jericho. It can be funny. Oh, if he's like that, yeah. And not just like a traditional white meat baby face good guy. I'd like that. I don't remember where I heard that, Rabbit Hammer. It may have been on a podcast. Do I think Kofi will win? That's hard, right? Because if you watch wrestling long enough, you know the way they write this stuff, and Kofi should win at WrestleMania the way that they write this stuff. That's the way it goes. Typically, that's just the way they write these things. They don't do all this stuff and have him fight so hard to get in the match and then he loses. That just isn't the way wrestling is. The good guy should win. But at the same time, is Kofi going to be the champion very winning and losing immediately, losing the belt back? They've spent this money to make the hemp belt that's apparently not cheap. He's not going to carry around that belt. They only had it for, a couple months. So are they going to throw that money away? I mean, obviously they have plenty of money, but, are they going to try to sell that? And remember, Bear, Brock winning last year was shocking. And he had just signed the contract the day of WrestleMania. I mean, I was at that WrestleMania, and all of us couldn't believe it that he had won. Nobody was enjoying that match very much, but we couldn't believe it that he won. So, the storyline says that Becky Lynch and Kofi will win. But that could completely change. It would not surprise me if Daniel Bryan won. And I think he loses the belt almost immediately right back to Daniel Bryan. That's just the way I think. But it'd be cool if they let him have the belt for a while. Butthole KO, yeah. Kevin Owens and Jericho with the list stuff was fantastic. It's fantastic. So it's going to be, I don't know. I mean, if they don't, with Becky, if the Becky matches last, I know they said it's a main event, but sometimes they say WrestleMania has 5 main events. If the Becky match is last, there's no way she doesn't win. They're not ending WrestleMania on either Charlotte or Ronda Rousey getting booed, I don't think. If the Kofi match is last, he's definitely winning. If it's last. Daniel Bryan. I mean, Texas Hustler, I'm with you. I want Kofi to win. I just can't see them taking the belt off Daniel Bryan. If I had to bet on it, it's a really hard bet because everything says from traditional wrestling Kofi win, but I don't think it will. I think Daniel Bryan will win. Rollins is definitely winning. I can't see that not happening. Yeah, Kofi does deserve to carry the belt. I agree. What I would love the most is if Kofi won and then the New Day instituted the Freebird rule with the world title, and all three of them were the world champions. I think that would be funny. I just personally would like that, where all of them could defend the title at any given time. Because Big E would be great to have the belt, as would Xavier. I mean, Xavier's one of us. Xavier comes to Dragon Con every year, like not as a guest, as us. He buys a ticket. I have a selfie with Xavier Woods last year. If you watch my Dragon Con video, there's like footage of him at the rave. Just go. He has fun at Dragon Con. Ooh, Thor. Ooh, that would be quite, man, if the New Day turned on Kofi and helped Daniel Bryan win and joins like the Greenpeace Brigade or whatever. Oh, the Von Erichs. New Day turn on Kofi, that would get some boos. They could turn Big E into a monster heel. Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen either. And New Day makes them a bunch of money in merchandise. But, no. Rusev, I agree. We're all in on the... Oh, after he won. So is Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. I think they're fighting. I think they're supposedly going to fight for the belts, aren't they? Hawkins and Ryder? Yeah. Oh, they're one of us, Tyler. Yeah, absolutely. They film toy hunt videos at the toy department. I like those guys. I love that wrestling figure podcast. I know I said that already in the stream, but I like that podcast a lot. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, Rusev, I wouldn't be surprised to see Rusev show up at AEW. If he got out of his contract. I have no idea his contract terms, but it wouldn't surprise me. I guess we'll see. Once AEW happens next month, the first AEW show, we'll have to see how it does. But, I mean, they seem to be throwing around some money. Yeah, they haven't – I think they've made 3 or 4. Figure it out. But Peepo, if you subscribe to their so not out the WWE feed, but they have their own feed, the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast has its own YouTube channel. They're doing like unboxings of figures almost every week. There's new videos going up a couple times a week from them. So I would recommend checking that out if you like their stuff. No, I didn't get Double or Nothing tickets, Bear. Like I did everything you're supposed to do, and I was in the queue like an hour before it ever started. I never had a chance to buy them. I was very frustrated by that. Because I was prepared to buy 2 tickets for the full VIP pack. Texas House, have a good night, man. I'm about to join you on NXT as well. We're going to end the stream here in just a few minutes and get ready for NXT so everybody can go enjoy. But what was I talking about? Oh, I was going to buy the full VIP where you got to meet everybody and like come down the entrance ramp, get in the ring. That was not cheap, and I didn't even have a chance. And now I'm not going to go at all because it frustrated me. I don't like the way they did that ticket order. It was just completely random, fully random, and it feels like there's got to be a better way than that. Ren, have a good one. Enjoy your Friday evening, whatever you're doing. We're going to just for another minute or two. Does anybody have any other questions before I go? I really appreciate you hanging in with me for a couple hours. I am going to get ready. Victoria will be here shortly. We're either going to watch NXT. Probably not. I'll watch part of NXT. I'll save some more for Drew, and then we may go see Shazam or just eat food. We got to get dinner, play with toys. I got kicks, got my Air Force One, or my J's. Are they J's? Air Force Ones from Miles. Thanks again, Lloyd. Thor, have a good one. See you next time. I'll put up a daily dub tomorrow. I don't know what the topic will be yet. And then New Dub Life on Sunday. It'll be right before I go to Mexico. It's very random. It's all kind of errands, random things I had to do to get ready to go out of the country. You see a lot of people. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. It's good to live stream again. I haven't live streamed in a while. It's good to talk to everybody. Tyler, Chris, Rabid, everybody. Wonderful evening. Thank you for joining, being interactive. And, while you're watching some WrestleMania, you can keep happy, you can give it a little squeeze. Squeeze. Rub that thing. It's juicy. See y'all soon. Rub it now.